What did I tell you guys about that title game? Jake Coker would be the key. Clemson figured out how to stop Derrick Henry throughout the game. Jake Coker stepped up, delivered a career high in yardage. Alabama wins. So I told you. Gotta give a lot of credit to Clemson. They played a whale of a game, nearly pulled it out. But Alabama was just a little too much. Derrick Henry didn't exactly bowl them over after the first quarter or so. Jake Coker stepped up, made throws he needed to throw. Alabama's your title team. That was a fun national title game. Both playoffs, the past 2 years, have really proven that the playoff was a good idea. The BCS stunk. We all know. But congrats to Alabama on their title. Clemson played a whale of a game. They should be close to the top next year too. They keep Watson. They keep Wayne Gallman. Losing a lot on defense. Shaq Lawson and a bunch of others leaving early for the NFL. So that'll be the interesting part for them. If their guys beneath them can step up, they'll be fine. But their recruiting class isn't like Ohio State's. The big news happening yesterday. Cavaliers fired David Blatt. My initial reaction was, are you serious? Is this really happening? The guy's 30-11, and you're firing him? But now that we see more reports coming out, it makes sense. Especially after I talked to a friend. It made me see that was probably a good idea too. The Cavs have been very inconsistent. Had a 5-1 road trip recently where they beat Dallas in overtime, lost one to San Antonio, and they get destroyed by Golden State. Destroyed. Didn't look too good against Chicago either, but that's Lou's first game as a head coach. He hasn't even had a practice with them yet. So, we can mark that one off. But I think over time, Lou's going to be good. He'll shore up things on offense, hopefully defensively too. He's had a lot of great coaches above him to learn from. But apparently, there's been a lot of unrest in the locker room. Blatt was losing them because he wasn't holding LeBron accountable. When they would see that LeBron missed an assignment, he wouldn't say anything. But yet he'd yell at other guys when they touched LeBron in practice or when they missed an assignment. A lot of interesting details that are coming out. I don't know what the locker room was like, but sounds like Blatt lost him a little bit. Even if it wasn't quite as bad as what the reports were saying, sounds like it was on the verge of happening. Now, whether or not Chris Grant actually talked to LeBron, I don't think he did. Why? Because he didn't need to. He already knew what LeBron would say. Tyronn Lue has been LeBron's guy pretty much since he came over. He wanted Mark Jackson. Cavs said no, because David Griffin knew what really went on in Golden State. So LeBron and Rich Paul advocated for Tyronn Lue. And it's not like that's changed much. I don't know whether or not LeBron has went to ownership or anything and said, I want Lou or anything, but it sounds like they went this knowing that LeBron would approve of it. So it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out. Hopefully Lou's the right guy and he can take him farther than Blatt can. There's only one step farther than what Blatt took him, and that's a title. Oh, Ohio State. It's been a tough team to watch. Beaten teams they should beat. Lost a close one at Purdue, which they look great for the most part. But for some reason, free throws have become a lost art to them. Because they can't hit them to save their life. I watched a Northwestern game recently. They did not like free throws. They did not like free throws at all. They get blown out by Maryland. Beat handedly by Indiana. Close one at Purdue. I'm starting to wonder what games Ohio State can win right now. They're lacking a clutch factor and a free throw making ability. It's been a rough stretch here in Big Ten play. But Jim Calhoun did mention that he had a lot of young guys on his UConn team that won it all with Kemba Walker. Maybe that'll happen here. I don't think it will, but it's nice to have a reason to be optimistic, you know? Number one team is constantly shaking here. Oklahoma seems to be the one that has a firm grip on it for right now. They're really good. But it wouldn't be too surprising to see them lose and someone else take over. A lot of unrest. There's no really great team right now. There's no definitive number one. A lot of arguments to who is the best team. North Carolina, Michigan State, they lost 3 in a row until today. Duke lost 3 in a row until today, I think. It's an interesting season so far. But we got the conference title games coming up tomorrow. Should be fun. Brady Manning again. One last time. Who knows? Should be a fun one. Hopefully it is. And we'll be able to talk about that next week. I will talk to you then. Peace.